And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment. With me, your host Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of DC Stargirl Season 2, Episode 4. Very, very simple episode here. Nothing too major happened. Nothing too really exciting happened, but it was a very simple little episode. And I was a bit confused about why this episode actually happened, but nonetheless, it was a very fun little episode. But it does start little bit slow, building up certain suspense stuff that's about to be happening for this season and maybe if possible future episodes. So, if you haven't seen Stargirl, spoilers. So we all know that, the team, they're gonna keep their eyes out on the Shade. Now they kind of know where his plan, where apparently Eclipto is, out there with Cindy, which they still don't know yet. And they think the Shade wants to get him, team up, and destroy the world. So they're trying to find all the information about Eclipto. Apparently the JSL files won't let them access it, meaning the kids can't access it. Beth tries as much as she can. She's trying to fix Chuck as well at the same time. Yolanda's got a new summer job. She's a waitress, so that's pretty cool. Courtney's still in school. And now we start seeing Cindy return, and she's trying to recruit the kids of the former Injustice team that she wants to build. I guess she wants to build her own, Injustice team. Kind of like I kind of predicted they were gonna do that, for this season. Like, maybe the kids will get the revenge for what happened to their parents. So she goes off to find the Fiddler's son, which is a normal kid whose mother was the principal. She played the violin. He's very good, musician. So she tries to befriend him, shows him the whole, underground, hideout that they had, and show him the portrait. Yeah, your dad was, saying that he was a superhero, but he really wasn't. And that, the Justice Society pretty much killed him. Basically, Cindy tricked them to be like, hey, our parents were superheroes. Well, these Justice League guys pretty much killed them, and, maybe you want revenge. So he's pretty much in. Then she goes, checks out Sportsmaster's daughter, who's, dealing with the fact that her parents are in jail. She doesn't know that her parents were, actual criminals. She thought they were wrongfully accused of what actually happened to them. And, she goes off to try out for the quarterback position at school, which is kind of cool that a girl would try out for the men's football team quarterback position. So that's kind of cool. So she can't focus. She can't, process the fact that her, she's basically, orphanage. And, she's trying to balance school and balance the fact that her parents are in jail, so she can't handle it. Then her parents end up breaking out of prison just to support their daughter for her sports team thing. So I thought that was a pretty sweet little thing that they would do, which I'm really surprised because I thought it'd be a bigger agenda. No, they go to Pat, they kidnap Max, I believe, his son, just so that way Pat can help them sneak into the school to see their daughter play and try out for the football team so she can get a scholarship when she graduates. So I thought, at first I thought, okay, they're going to use her, they're going to see their daughter and then betray Pat and try to escape. Nope, they kept their word. Hey, you help us, we go right back to jail, don't worry about it, no problems. So I thought that was very interesting. We even get to see Cindy try to manipulate their daughter by kind of tricking her with that black diamond, which apparently Eclipto can put images in your head and make it look like you can see things that are not really there. So at one point she saw Courtney as a police officer trying to arrest her parents. She attacks her. She goes crazy, freaks out. She ends up losing the scholarship. And then, of course, Cindy at the end picks up the breadcrumbs and tries to comfort her by having her join her new team that she's supposedly building up. That Cindy's supposedly building up. But we have to see what happens with that. I do believe Cindy will build a new Injustice team, which I thought they were going to do that for this season, which it does make sense. Maybe they'll eventually team up with the Shade down the road as well, but we'll have to wait. We also found out that Dr. Midnight might actually be alive, because Beth has been trying to get in touch with him. His AI hasn't been working. Then she finds out that she starts talking to him, but not really sure, he's not knowing who she is. And then he actually tells Beth, I'm inside the shade. So either he's in the shade, his parallel world where, he has all the shadows and all that, or he is the shade, but the shade's power is controlling him. Hard to say. But for one thing, we know for a fact that Dr. Midnight is alive. He will be coming out hopefully soon. So hopefully the team can bust him out, and maybe, he can end up helping the JSL and teaming up against the, Injustice team. But only time will tell. We have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, like I said, simple little episode. Nothing too major. Cindy's building a new team. She's trying to build a new team. She has, Eclipse with her. And apparently Eclipse killed Dr. Midnight's daughter. That was like the first, scene we saw in the first episode of season 2. We saw a little girl trying to go to a birthday party, but she wasn't allowed to. Then Eclipse came out and killed her. And then there's a secret that the Injustice is not telling us. We just don't know what it is. I believe that he was a part of the team, or somebody was controlling him, and he was a force of good, and then he just turned on them. So, who knows? Maybe he was the real reason why the Injustice was able to kill the Justice League of America. But, just a guess. Just a guess. We have to wait and see what happens moving forward. But yeah, fun episode. Nothing too major, but it was cool to see that they were slowly building up new threats along the way. We're going to see Eclipse soon, so that should be interesting. See how he turns out. Maybe we'll see him in full, form or something, but we'll see what happens. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much, and have a good night.